Kind of had this dream of visiting every bookstore in Toronto, so I guess this was kind of my very small start. There's so many bookstores in Toronto, I don't know if there's enough time in my life to go, but we can try. The we being my best friend and I, who I'm a very bad book buying influence on. But we started at Book City, which has a few locations around the city, and this bookstore had pretty much any book you can think of, which was really cool. It was such a nice, albeit cloudy, fall day, so we got some festive Starbucks drinks and went to High Park, which I guess is kind of like Toronto's Central Park equivalent, but don't quote me on that. The highlight of my day was definitely this llama. This kind of turned into a book shopping weekend because the next day we went to Indigo, which was having a 30% off the best books of the year sale, and I simply could not resist. I really wanted to pick up Finale, which is the final book in the Caraval series, but I haven't been loving the book, so I didn't really want to pay for it, which led us to the library to see if they had it. I honestly love my local library. It's so peaceful, even though it doesn't have the best book selection, but it's fun to look through books I might not necessarily pick up otherwise. Okay, we have a few books to talk about. It has been a few days now, and it's very dark because the sun sets at 4:30 p.m. now, and I am totally fine about it. It's totally fine. We are going to start with one book that I got from the library, which is Finale by Stephanie Garber, and if you watched my last video, which is my November TBR, I want to finish the Caraval trilogy this month, so I picked up this book. I also borrowed it as an ebook from the library, so I can kind of switch back and forth between them. I started reading this. I'm not loving it so far, but we'll see. And then there's one book that I got from the small kind of independent bookstore that we went to, which is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. My camera's moving because my dog is on my bed right now, which I have wanted to read this for a really long time. I've heard really great things about it. I love the Inheritance Game series, and I really wanted this cover because I don't like the old covers. I feel like I don't love them, and I've been looking for this everywhere and I haven't been able to find it. So I saw it at the bookstore and I had to buy it. And this is about a bunch of teenagers that help catch serial killers, which sounds very interesting, and I think it's 4 books in total in the series, so I'm excited to get into this. And then I got Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I have been wanting to read this series for the longest time, and that is why I'm reading the Caraval trilogy right now, because I wanted to read that before I read Once Upon a Broken Heart. It takes place in the same universe, basically. This book is about a girl named Evangeline, though, and Jax, who is the Prince of Hearts, and she makes a deal with him. In return, she has to give him 3 kisses whenever he asks for them, basically. I don't really know how that's gonna play out because in Caraval, his kiss is deadly. So I don't know, I'm excited to read this. From that, I also got literally forgot what this was called because I have the dust jacket off right now. This is a Curse for True Love, but the cover says A Ballad of the Archer and the Fox, and it's so pretty, which is why I took off the dust jacket and also why I bought it. I don't have the second book. I couldn't find it in my Indigo for some reason, so I'm still trying to get that, but this is just so beautiful. I had to buy it, so I've been displaying it like this on my shelf. But yeah, this is the 3rd book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, which very recently came out. And then I bought I bought the special edition of Fourth Wing, and you might know that I actually own like the Fourth Wing already, and I had no reason to buy this other than the fact that it has special edition bonus content from Zayden's perspective, so, and the black sprayed edges, and I just I had to get it. So I don't currently have 2 copies of this. I gave my other copy to my best friend because she also wanted to read it, so it all worked out. It's fine, but it was so beautiful and I needed the bonus chapters, so I bought it. I'm trying to withhold from buying the matching copy of Iron Flame because it also has the black sprayed edges. I've already read Iron Flame, I read it on my Kindle, but I don't need the whole series. At least not right now. It's fine. I think I'm gonna get more bookshelves in the new year because this just like simply is not enough space, and I have not slowed down buying books, and it's a problem. I haven't really been explaining what any of these are about, but I feel like you probably know what a lot of these are about because they're like all kind of popular fantasy books. But yeah, Fourth Wing, School for Dragon Riders that's a very, very brief summary, but it's amazing. I love it. Iron Flame. If you've read Iron Flame, like, please let me know because I genuinely cannot wait after that ending a year, if that's how long it's going to, or longer, I don't know, for the next book. The last book I got is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, and this is also a fantasy romance, and it just came out recently in Canada, so I had to pick it up. It also has a really, really pretty cover, like under the dust jacket. It's like a typewriter that's gold embossed. So I might display this one too. Haven't decided yet. I don't have the room for that currently. But this is, I think, more like historical fantasy, and it is about a girl named Iris. Yes, her name is Iris. And she is writing letters to her brother that she slips beneath her wardrobe door, and they just like vanish, and she thinks they're going to him. And then he starts writing back, but really it's Roman who's writing back, who is her cold, handsome rival at the paper. There seems to be a battle of some sorts. I actually don't really know what this is about, to be honest. They must face the depths of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. That sounds dramatic. I am always happy to read anything fantasy romance, so I'm very excited to have this. I was talking about it in a previous video. I thought it was a standalone. Someone corrected me and said there's a second book that either is out or is coming out. I don't know how long the series is going to be. Those are all the books I got. There is a bit of a theme other than the naturals here, but it's my favorite genre. What can I say? If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe down below for new bookish videos every single week-ish, unless I'm reading Iron Flame and I can't do anything else. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.